Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Just picking up the bales in what was once our oat field. Had to think about that for a second. And what will be our wheat field here pretty soon. Just collecting the bales out of here so we can get drilling in this field next month. I think we're going to keep all these bales for now. The ones off the wheat field I'll probably sell, and that's the one down by the store. I won't be planting in that field until next spring, so those bales can sit there. I really don't have much of a storage area for straw bales. I've been taking up our sheds. I thought I was going to be putting down a shed on the farm today, but looking at some of the sheds for the size that I need, there are some sheds that are cheaper, but yeah, the ones I would probably like to give a try, they're a little bit more expensive, and we don't really have the money currently to do so. But I've been picking up the farmyard just a little bit, and I got the combine and the new grain trailer put away. The Mack truck is kind of under the shed as well. But yeah, I've been picking up the farmyard just a little bit. It was getting a little messy. It was time to pick it up. I did go around pick up some of the straw, the big bulks. I did miss a couple pieces here and there, and I didn't even make another bale. But that's the problem when you're making bales that are these 66,500? What are they? 67,500 liters per bale. So you need to pick up a lot of straw to get a bale. But anyways, I picked up a good amount of it, and I was pretty much happy where it was at that point. I was like, all right, that's good. I'm trying to move on. I need to pick up the farmyard, so I did. But yeah, we're just going to pick up these bales, and then we got to go fertilize the grass field because that's very, very important. And I think next month, is it next month the grass is ready? I can't remember if it's next month or the month after. But we're making that into more silage, so when June comes, we can hopefully get a good payday. And I do want to take that money and kind of pay off we got 3 loans. I'm hoping I can pay off a couple of them. Is that all the bales off this field? I shouldn't say all the bales. I mean, it's 20 bales off of this field. That's pretty darn good. All right, let's go ahead and fold that on up. And actually, I'm just going to leave the bales on the trailer for the time being. No sense of unloading them because I may have to load them right back up to sell them if I need to. Oh, I got to get the header trailer off of that farmer's field. I'm pretty sure they would like to see that off of their property. So let's go ahead and we'll put the bale trailer away. You know, I might as well put it over here with the other straw bales, just for now. Yeah, so you can see I got the combine in there. I got the 2 grain trailers put away. The Mack truck is kind of put away. Okay, drop that off. Let's go get our header trailer. And I'm kind of hoping within the next 12 months I may have the header for the combine. I think the base price for the header is like 200 grand. I don't think I'll put all the accessories on it unless we got, we're swimming in the cash at that point, because I don't think all the extra accessories on the header actually helps out. Even though in the mod description, I know in real life it helps out quite a bit, but I don't know if in the game if it actually helps out at all. Closer. There we go. Alright, we'll pop this away. Yep, something I do in Western... Well, let's face it, something I do in all of my Let's Plays. I leave the traffic on, but do I ever really look for it? Not most of the time. Alright, where am I going to put this? I guess I'll put it over here with the smaller implements. So, a lot of these pallets that we got sitting around the farm, I'm kind of hoping when we start planting the wheat in the next month that we can get rid of the seed pallets, which are here. These are lime pallets. I probably need to put those away, and we're going to be using up these next month while the drill is planting the wheat field. I got to take care of the orchards. We need some compost put into the 4 orchards, and while we're doing it, we might as well go ahead and use our fruit and vegetable fertilizer. But for now, yep, we're going to jump into the Massey Ferguson. I just filled that up with fertilizer. I'm going to quickly put down fertilizer in the grass field. I think it's in the first growth stage. So next month, yeah, next month will be just in the first harvest stage, and then the month after that. So it's going to be in April when I cut the grass. I had a quick look at our soil sampling to make sure all of our soil was not out of date, because if it was, I was going to go around and do some soil sampling, but all the fields are fine for soil sampling, so we don't need to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah, if we make all this grass once again into silage bales, we might have about $400,000 worth of silage come June, which is money we're going to need. I realize we got $51,000 in the bank account currently, but I think it's $22,000 a month we have in loan payments. And also, we're going to need about $30,000 when it comes time to leasing the forage harvester and the header for doing the sugarcane. Currently on the sugarcane, the sugar plants, both of them, they got about maybe 300,000 liters a piece in them. And our silo for the sugarcane is completely empty. So we got some space to put some sugarcane away. And this year it should be just a little bit easier doing the sugarcane, because last year we had the original grain trailer that we used, and that's only a tipper. But now with the new grain trailer, which has a slide body, it'll be easier to unload into the sugar plant. It doesn't really affect the silo part of it, because you just pull out front and dump it off, so not that big of a difference there. Sugarcane is in May, I believe, or it could be in April. Might be April. So that's in a couple of months. If we need money, well, we can go ahead and probably sell a few things. We will have tableware, which we are currently making. That tableware production building is going to come in handy. It's not using a whole lot of sugar, and it's not using a whole lot of straw or water, but it's making a lot of tableware. I think it's making about $25,000 worth of tableware per month, so that's going to be a huge help. If I can hang on to it until it's prime time for it, then yeah, we'll just make more money off of it. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this fertilizing done, and then I'll just have a quick check on the sheep, see if the sheep need any hay, and a quick look at our production buildings, but I think they're all set to go. And we will go ahead and get to the month of March. And yeah, I just realized there is rain in the forecast, so I should get this field done, although I can fertilize in the rain, so not that big of a deal. But not something that you would probably want to do in real life. One more pass to do it. Really haven't gone through that much fertilizer than I thought. I used to use about half of the spreader, but this time not as much, it seems like. Which doesn't make any sense, because it should take about the same every time, I would think. May have a few spots that I missed. I'm trying to spread this out as much as I can. We'll get this little piece here. Don't think I have anything left over here to grab. Now we got a little section right here. Alright, we'll call that good enough. Alright, let's get back to the farmyard. A lot of my tractors are getting low on fuel. Oh, and someone has asked, it seems like my tractors go through more fuel than what theirs do. I usually have my fuel usage on high. And the only reason why I do that is just to make it... I mean, if I leave it on normal or low, it just seems like you're never fueling up your equipment. So I like to have it on high to make it seem like, you know, we are actually going through the fuel. Farmers pretty much have to fuel up their equipment every day before they go use it, because they use up most of the fuel that's in the tank. See if I can just sneak this right here. Not the best place for it, but it's going to work. And we'll park this right on in here. It's a good spot for it. There we go. And the John Deere, I'll just leave out for now because I'll be using that mostly first thing in the morning. Let me just go ahead and check on a few things. We're just going to make sure all of the productions, make sure I got nothing in the red. And everything is blue. So how are we doing on the sugarcane? Yeah, 300,000 liters apiece, I think, of sugarcane in both. And by the time we get to harvesting sugarcane again, it should have like 100,000 liters left apiece, I would think, into it. So those are looking good. The sheep, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm glad we checked on that. They need some food. And I got the bucket on here already set to go for doing compost. Well, I need the pallet forks now. Okay, there was a question of why get chickens when none of the production buildings are asking for eggs. And, I mean, it's just a simple answer to that, really, is one, I wanted to use the expandable pastures for the chickens and ducks. And I just wanted to have them just be able to run around all around the farmyard. And a little bit of role-playing as well as to them eating all the insects over by the fruit trees and protecting the fruit trees. I mean, we are harvesting cereal grain, so I figured may as well, since we're not going to make flour with it, we'll put it to use by feeding the birds and getting some eggs out of it. Yeah, we don't need the eggs for anything currently. And as for the cows, the reason why we'll be getting cows, even though we don't need the milk for anything, is mostly just because we're going to need the manure for making compost, I think. The organic waste that we're getting from our production buildings seem to be enough, but I think we're going to get cows anyways, and same reason, with the expandable pastures, we can have the cows mixing in with the sheep here, which is kind of interesting to see. Alright, that one bale should be enough for the sheep. Just watching the hay rise up in their feed trough. Alright, they should be good. Oh, did it take the... It took the entire bale. We must be getting a lot of sheep. I didn't see what we're up to number in sheep here. Alright, we're getting up there. We are getting up there, almost 300 sheep, which is great. This just means more wool, which means we can make more fabric. But at some point here, we're going to be making more wool than the spinnery can handle. All right, I'm going to leave the pallet forks on because I may have to feed the sheep in the morning. All right, so I'm not even going to bother checking the sales page because I need to keep the money that we have to make sure that we can afford to be able to get the forage harvester and the header. I can borrow some more money for the bank, but we're just going to leave it at that. The only thing I probably would get would be a forage harvester if one were to come up for sale. Yeah, we'll wake up at 8. No sense of getting up earlier than that. So, what we have, like 52,000 in the bank account? Probably going to wake up with like 30. I may have a few things on selling direct. So, yeah, about 30,000 we should have. Yep, 33. Alright, let's get back outside. Well, at least the sun is up. Close that on up. Grass field's looking good. The sheep. So they're full on wool. Alright, so we got to take care of that. How are the chickens doing overnight? Well, their health is up to 100%. And we're starting to get some eggs now. I don't really want the chickens and ducks to multiply too much because... Oh, there's Twister. Keep an eye on the birds. Yeah, I think they're questionable on the amount of feed for them for a year. I mean, if we check now, we're fine, but these birds are going to multiply. Alright, so... Yeah, a few things. Let's go into... Well, we're on the sale page, so since we're here, we'll have a quick look. Okay, so nothing that we're interested in right now. But I was getting ready to lease the drill for the day, but let me just make sure before I go ahead and lease the drill that I can plant wheat today. Yes, we can. Alright, so back into here, and I'm looking for seeders, and we need the direct drill. Any other direct drill that would fit our needs that would do rather well? Well, that would be nice, but I need it to be a direct drill to help out our scoring. That's not a direct drill. That's a direct drill. That is a 8-meter wide. Well, that's not going to be wide enough. So 12-meter wide. Yep. Okay, and then customize. Seed and fertilizer is already on it, so I don't need to add it on to this one. Alright, so we can just lease it as is. For 10 grand. Alright, that stings a little bit on the price. That's higher than I thought it was. I thought it was 6, but so be it. Where is... Oh, there you are. Alright, so Case Magnum. Down to the store. I'm going to grab the drill. Ooh, I should make my trips count, right? Well, unfortunately, my other auto-loading trailer is down at the store. So I'll have to bring the wool down a little bit later. But anyways, let me go grab the drill. We'll bring that back. We'll get that set up and we'll get a worker started. Actually, one of the pallets, the last pallet's not a full pallet yet. So I got a little time. Anyways, I'll see you back at the farmyard. We'll get the Horsch Avatar drill all filled up. And like I said, get ourselves a worker. Looks like there's more rain in the forecast for today. So we'll try to get done as much as we can before the rain hits. Alright, we'll grab all the seed that's been sitting here. Yeah, I've been cleaning up both my farmyards on Tuscany and here, as I've been just kind of placed everything around on both maps, just because I've been so busy on both maps. But sometimes it's good just to take 10 minutes and clean up. Why aren't you taking that pallet? How close do I got to be? There we go. And this time it should use fertilizer, unlike last time when we planted, because the previous farmer had over-fertilized the ground. We hardly used any fertilizer. But this time, we should use a decent amount. Come on. Where's the seed trigger? Sometimes I gotta drive out and drive back in for it to register. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to sell something here by next month in order for us to be able to afford the leasing fees for one, the forage harvester, and two, the forage harvester header. Yeah. Alright, so when traffic is the opposite, you should look right then left, not left then right. Those are hard habits to change. Alright, start unfolding this. And course play should already be set up for this tractor in this field from last time. Alright, and then hopefully, I don't think they had any problem with the telephone poles before. Oh, you're going to repair the vehicle before you use it, huh? Yeah, course play, I think, is also set up to repair the vehicle if it gets below a certain state. That's why you see vehicle repair fees right there, but no big deal. Alright, so fertilizer looks perfect. Crop rotation looks perfect. pH value is going to be down a little bit because we not spread lime this year. But yeah, we are all set. How are you guys set on the hay? I mean, we just fed you, but I'm sure you're going to go down through it. 299 sheep currently. So we'll let, well, one of the Franks, I didn't see who was working in the tractor, but we'll let them continue doing what they're doing. And now we're going to go over and start putting in some compost. But actually, since we got the pallet forks on, let's go grab the fertilizer and for the fruits and vegetables. And we'll see if we can use up some of these pallets. Go and try a little first person there. And boy, that never really works out well. Alright, Twister is keep an eye on all the birds here. So we'll just drive on in. And we'll fill up as we go along, I suppose. Alright then. I didn't think I was that low on that in these buildings, but... So maybe what I should do with 4 orchards... we got 4 pallets here. We'll fill up 1 orchard with each. Should that not be the trigger? Or is the trigger actually around this side? Oh, the trigger's actually around this side. Alright, so you didn't take a full one, which is good. I actually like driving first person through the orchard because I'm inside the cab, obviously, and I'm below the tree line of all the limbs and everything, so it makes it a little bit easier driving on through. We'll probably do a lot of first person when I do the compost here in just a moment. Alright, so you're full. See if we can top this one off here. And we actually did. Wait, so wait, which one am I missing here? You're full, you're full. So that just leaves the first one I started with? The pears, I don't know how many more pears I could have in storage. We can see the pallets really starting to pile up out here. The pears, for some reason, we don't actually make anything with the pears, so we can just sell those directly. So it's this orchard here. Wait, did I get confused again? I think I did. Wrong orchard. And then anything left over from this pallet we can bring over to our greenhouses. And we'll just put it into this one here, I think. Well, there's 4 pallets taken care of right away. Okay, we'll drop the forks off right there. This is something in the long run I would like to be able to upgrade. But as I mentioned, it's probably going to be a wheel loader and a big bucket. Make this job a lot easier, because I think these greenhouses and orchards take about 20 to 40,000 liters a piece, and a bucket of just a little over 2,000 liters. It takes a moment to fill on up. Okay, so is that all my orchards, or just trying to remember here? Outside the season, so wait, are we in the fall? Oh, we're in the fall now. Okay, so not necessarily urgent to get these in, but since this is all the work I got for today, that's fine. So, but we can see we're low on compost there. We're low on compost there. Somewhat low there. We're halfway, and very low there. Yeah, the pears, well, they were almost full, but they're out of season now, so not going to accumulate anything more there. And let me just check on the greenhouses. Compost is looking good there. And this is, I think, our first one, so that needs compost. Well, we will do a little bit of this. We'll try to put at least one bucket in each. And then we'll work on the greenhouse because that's more important. The orchards are not going to use any material now until next spring. Yeah, this one looks like it's the one that's lowest. $10,000 bucket, that would be like 3 trips and that would be full. But with this one here, it could take me about 20 or so. Yeah, the cows in the future, their manure can be put into that silo right there, and we can make compost out of it. I was kind of worried about only having 2 greenhouses and being able to keep up with our production building, but it actually seems like it's the production building itself that's kind of holding up or backlogging the whole production, just not producing the stuff as much as I thought it would. But we can always take one of these greenhouses and put stuff on selling directly. I just want to make sure I did get some in there so I wouldn't forget. Now let's get some more compost in the other orchards. If I just do the orchards a little bit at a time until next spring, not try to do it all at once, it won't seem like I'm making a lot of trips over here. And I should have enough compost to get me to next season. I'm just running into a whole bunch of stuff now. Usually it's not a problem for me getting through here, but this is the first time I've done it with all the pallets of pears. Alright, I can slalom through there. All the practice on Hills of Tuscany getting through the farmyard, maybe. That's what I need to do after we take care of a couple more buckets of compost. We need to check our stock market page, and I need to start coming up a little bit of money for next month. So I got to get the bank account up to about 60 grand. Because that'll help for our payment overnight. And then about 30,000 for the equipment. Trying to watch out for all the ducks and chickens. Would be kind of neat if they actually would move out of the way, but they don't. Since it doesn't matter if you say it nicely, run over them. Doesn't matter. So that's why they just stay there. But it would be kind of interesting if they would just run out of the way of the tractor. I may have already put one bucket in here, but like I said, doesn't matter. These all need to be filled for next spring. All right, let's grab one more. Oh, there was a question. I am recording this as last episode just went live. There was a question about the loan system as well. What if I don't repay the loan? What happens? So the enhanced loan system is not quite like the base game. So in the base game, you know, many of you probably already know this, but if you borrow $100,000, the loan payment that you make at night is just for the interest on the loan. You're not actually paying back anything on the loan itself. So if you don't ever go back into your financial page and pay off the $100,000, every night you're just paying on interest for the loan itself. With the enhanced loan system, not only are we paying on the interest of the loans, we're also paying back on the principal of the loan. So if I don't have to go in, and so like I got one loan I took out for a year. By the end of the year, that loan's going to get paid off. As long as I got money in the upper left-hand corner to pay off the loans, they'll keep taking money out of the bank account and putting it towards the loan. So within a year, if I don't do anything, that loan will be repaid, as long as I got money in the bank. So right now we got $13,000. So as for what happens if I don't pay the loan back within the time frame, I mean, I pretty much would be in the red, meaning I don't have no money, and yeah, I won't be able to hire workers. I won't be able to buy seed, fertilizer. I pretty much got to come up with some money, some way, shape, or form, right? And I'm sure there might be a penalty. I have no idea with the enhanced loan system. Alright, I think that's good on the compost for now. Let's watch out for Twister. So, of course, it is going to take a while for our worker to get that field done with wheat. I think just over an hour is what's going to take. First off, let me just make sure that they are still working over there. I mean, course play usually would say that they got stuck. But yeah, looks like they're just getting done with the second headland, and they're getting on with a... I don't remember, because we didn't set up the course, but I think I probably got them set for 3 headlands. Looks like Francine is the one in charge today for planting in the wheat. She is almost empty, so we'll probably sit here just for a moment. Actually, you know what? Might be best just to take the tractor and the drill now. And we'll go back to the farm and top it off because it's up here. It's up here at the farm. Why wait until it gets to the other side of the field and then have to bring it all the way back? Gotta watch out for these road signs. These road signs, yeah, you're not gonna move those. They're solid. They're you're not gonna push those over. I might need to sell stuff before we even get done with drilling this field between the fertilizer and the seed. It's going to take a whole bunch of cash from me. I mean, I do believe we got the material to sell and get our money up there. It's just that's not the best time of the year to be doing so. While I'm here, I'm just going to take care of this corner. And as someone mentioned before, course play can be set up so they take care of these corners better. Let me just go ahead and... Well, I'm already out the road, so let me go ahead and get this section done here. There we go. And it's probably not going to be Francine working again. It's probably going to be a different worker. Alright, so Frank is taking over. So while Frank is planting the wheat and continuing on that process, we're going to jump to our stock market page. Sugar is actually still a decent price. We got $22,000 worth of sugar. The price of tableware is going up. I could get $54,000 compared to the $64,000. And what else we got? Cane juice. December is the best price. What month are we in? We're in March, and the price is going up. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab the cane juice, I think. So let's grab our Mack truck. The weather, I think it's going to start raining at 9 o'clock. Why do I feel like that's because the clouds are getting, it's getting awfully gray. All right, so it's just going to rain for about an hour. Hopefully it's a light rain. All right, let's jaunt on over to the sugar factory. Or I should say sugar factories. Oh, I probably need to bring a straw bale over to the tableware production. All right, got to go back into here, scroll on down, and then cane juice, spawning, cane juice, spawning. Get a little bit closer, I think. And while I bring this down, we'll stop back at the sheep and we'll pick up the wool pallets. And this is loading up a lot more than what the other trailer did. Alright, well, I may not be able to get the wool pallets on there. I may get a few. But I may hand stack them. Well, let me go back in and put that cane juice back on storing. And the reason why I do that is just because I won't have to clear out the spawn area if I want to spawn the sugar. Oh yeah, and tableware. Do I need to bring over a straw bale for that right away? Sometime today it does. Sometime today. So probably when I get back, we'll grab the John Deere, put some pallet forks on, we'll grab a straw bale. I do got one bale behind the bale trailer. That's like a 60,000 liters, so we'll just come over and plop it in place. Yep, we're headed over there right now, so that pallet just filled up. So it looks like I'm going to have to clear out the wool first thing in the morning. And then probably before I go to bed, or even before that, every day with 300 sheep. And we can have, you know, another 200 sheep here. Come on, brakes. What, it's not going to load more in the back? We got all this lovely space right here. No, I said... I said let go. Let go. I'm guessing I'll be going back at some point to sell the sugar as well. Just because I think we're going to need it. As I almost tipped over there. Get it under control. Oh, that sign you can knock down. Alright. And the fabric. Nope, we got like another 6 months for the best price on the fabric. Usually it's April, so that means in Australia it's going to be like September. I did not see where I was going with the cane juice. I probably should check on that. Cane juice. Sell everything. Oh, that's right there. So I think it said something like 30,000 along with their environmental score bonus. That's probably going to bring up to like 35,000 in total. Of course, I'm not getting it all in one go, so that's kind of hard to calculate. I think we were at, what, 7,000? So 32 grand, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what we were at for money-wise. But anyways, we got almost 40,000, which is good. So if I were to sell anything else today, what would be the best thing to sell? Well, like I said, the tableware is our best option. That'll be like 55. I guess sugar. Maybe I should go sell the sugar because 521 compared to 524. All right, and where am I selling the sugar at? Sell everything. Okay, seems to be a theme here. Let's go ahead and I'll get the sugar spawned here. Spawning. And spawning. All right, we'll grab the sugar. Might as well go sell that. The price is almost at its peak anyways. So we'll come back on down here and get another 20 some odd grand. And that will be it for this month. I'll wait until next month. The longer I wait on the tableware, the better, because that price is going to keep going up as we move along. I could sell straw, but that price should be going up as we move along also. So, I mean, as long as I got the money that I need for today, that's all that really matters. So why sell the sugar now, you say? Well, because the price is pretty much at its peak. And as we move along now, the sugar price actually is going to drop. Well, at least it should be dropping. So I want to sell that now and get almost the top dollar for it. Should get to landscaping around the farmyard and around our productions. But maybe we'll wait for winter to roll back around. I hope the sugar double stacks. Is that all we got out of this one? Alright, that's all we got out of this one. Let me go ahead and put that quickly back onto distributing. Oh no. Well, I think it's going to be a lot quicker if I were to come back and just grab it. I mean, compared to the other autoloader that we had, that would only take 8 pallets. And right now I got 20 on here. And all I used to do with the other one was take the time and pick them up and stack it. Pick it up and stack it. And of course, you know how that usually goes. You usually knock some off as you do so if you don't strap along the way. But since we got this beautiful Mack truck, it doesn't take long to zip on down. We'll sell that and come back and get the other load. Alright, over the way station. Didn't really place this sell point in the best location, I think. But it'll work. And also, I think I need to change the name of this selling station other than sell everything. It's been a while since I changed the name of one of these things. Can you change it after you put it down? Do I have to go into construction to do so? Ah, rename. If I can type, things go here. Alright, let's go grab the rest of the sugar and we'll drop it off where things go here. But we did get up to 50,000. That's kind of where we want to get up to. 60,000 will make it, I think, our sweet spot. Let's see if I can get a better approach into things go here sell point. Probably not, but do the best I can. Oh, gotta drop off the pallets. They're too high. Trying to get it all in one go. And looks like I'll be able to do it this time. Alright, so 12,000. Almost even on that. And 1332 for the bonus score. Is there a way out of here? I'm sure there is. But is it convenient enough for this setup here to get out? I know there's a way out to the road going this way. Alright, so I'm hoping I don't have to sell anything all the way through on leasing the forage harvester and the header. And the sugarcane field, I did that under an hour, I believe. So we should not have hourly fees on the forage harvester and header next month. I think it was under an hour. But anyways, back to the farm. We'll just grab the John Deere and bring a straw bale over to the tableware production. That way we can keep that up and going. Let's see, where do I want to park this thing? I don't want to park it behind this shed. That was fine for the other trailer, but this trailer here, you know what? Because I'm going to be grabbing the wool for the sheep often. Might as well park it right up here. The other thing is, I thought the forecast said rain somewhere around 9. It is now currently 20 of 10. And no rain as of yet. Frank, are you not out of seed or fertilizer yet? Not yet. You're also getting kind of low on the fuel also. Got a few spots here and there I'll need to tidy up, but for the most part, getting the job done. Alright, so the John Deere. Gotta drop off the bucket. And I need the pallet forks. And I don't know if I can grab the straw bale for where it's currently sitting. I may have to move the bale trailer. There are rocks on the side here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to grab that. Yeah, even if I were able to grab it, the bale trailer is going to knock it off. Let's grab the Massey Ferguson. We'll pull up the trailer a little bit. Yeah, selling the tableware is going to be a great payday. Silage bales in a few months will be a great payday. But as I mentioned, I think the first thing I want to do with some money that we bring in is to pay off the 2 smaller loans. there a big rock behind me? Or is there a tree behind me? Oh, there was a tree behind me. And then probably the other thing I would like to do, we'll have to keep our eye on it, is field number 3. But last month, it was kind of high on the pricing. And this month, let's see how it's doing. 50% over. 50% over. That's not what we want. Of all things I don't want to do, let's take out another loan to buy land, but that would not be a bad loan to take, is to buy some more land. Of course, more land just means more crops. And the one thing I thought I was going to need to do, but now I know I don't, is have a whole bunch of sugarcane fields, because this one field is more than enough. But of course, after we harvest next year's sugarcane, not this year's, but next year's, that sugarcane is going to need to be moved. So that'll be a prime time to get it over to that field over there. And at that time, we should own that, I would think. This one here, how much more? I may have to take some of these out. We may be getting kind of full on the tableware. Yeah, that's getting kind of full. That should get removed before the end of the month. So I'll bring the autoloader back over and empty that stuff on out. So cane sugar and sugar was sold today. Oh, here comes the rain. So that got us up to 63,000. So next month, 22,000 towards the loan payment. That'll get us down to about 40. But I am going to have to fill up the seed and fertilizer in the drill here very soon. So I think we got enough money to cover everything currently. But if we need to sell something, we could probably sell straw or something minor like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm going to go over and help out Frank, because I know he's going to need seed and fertilizer to finish off the job. And we'll get that done. And then next month, well, it'll be time to cut the grass and make some silage bales. Oh, that was perfect timing, apparently. Yeah, so next month we'll be making some silage bales. I may actually start that. I'll get this whole field done here, or Frank will. And I'll start doing the grass in between episodes, but we'll start next episode with finishing up the grass field, making silage bales. And then, yeah, getting into the sugarcane harvesting. Wait for traffic to go on through. There we go. So anyways, yeah, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And maybe, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button down there as well. But that is where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.